Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today I just thought I'd do like a third trimester recap video. Obviously I think I'm about 38.5 weeks now, so I'm basically through it, and the next kind of vlogs I guess are going to be like actual labour and stuff like that. Hopefully that noise isn't too annoying, but yeah. So yeah, I thought I'd do my makeup at the same time so that we could just kind of chat, and I've asked some questions. I'm just gonna moisturize. I'm using the Wild Mint stuff that I got ages ago. Sorry about my nails as well. Literally lockdown is ruining my life. I had like loads of appointments booked in because I wanted to get them done before the baby, and yeah, can't get any of them done. So I haven't had my hair done in I think literally a year. So that's cool because every time I booked it we'd go into another lockdown, or there'd be like no availability because of everybody wanting to get their hair done at the same time. And yeah, that's a fascinating story. But yeah, I also plan to get my like eyelashes done, my nails done, everything before Bubba comes, so that I would kind of feel semi-human through like the newborn phase when she's not going to be sleeping and everything. But you know, lockdown had other ideas for me, but I can't really complain, can I? Also, I'm like COVID free now. I completely recovered. I know I got loads of questions about having COVID and being pregnant, and yeah, it was quite difficult, I won't lie. There were, I think day 6, 7 and 8 were like the worst. I felt horrendous and literally just left my bed to kind of like eat and go to the toilet, and that's it. And the smallest tasks, like even having a shower or getting dressed, would be so tiring, and I think that with like added with the pregnancy and everything just wasn't ideal. So yeah, my fellow preggos, just try and stay extra safe because you're tired anyway and you just feel even worse. So yeah, I hope everyone stays safe, stays safe, but stays safe. But yeah, especially with preggos, I would not recommend getting COVID, not that any of you want to get it. So I just had to shove a Rennet in my mouth real quick because I just had a protein bar and the acid is still here. It's nowhere near as bad as it used to be, but yeah, I'm waiting for it to disappear. They said like third trimester it gets bad and then it gets fine because she moves down, so there's less pressure on like your stomach and you can breathe easier and stuff like that. But I haven't experienced that, and I'm literally like a week and 5 days away from my due date. So yeah, and she's like fully engaged and everything, so I don't think the acid is gonna go until I actually give birth. And then if it still doesn't go, then I might just cry, because that would just be great. Sorry, I'm getting so many messages. So popular. The mascara I'm going to use is the best mascara ever. It is Lash Sensational from Maybelline. So I just did my mascara off camera because I just thought that would be so boring, and I've completely lost my train of thought. So we're going to go with some questions that you guys have been asking about the third trimester. And the first one is, how have you fit day-to-day life around things third trimester brings, like being really tired and everything else? Basically I try and make a to-do list for the week, and yeah, I try and stick to that. Before I used to get really frustrated at myself when I'd make a to-do list for like the day by day kind of thing, and I wouldn't achieve half of it because it was just too much and I'd get tired and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely recommend doing a to-do list for the whole week, and then just knocking off what you can one step at a time kind of thing. I'm just using the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, which I got in shade Nude. This is really good and going to be so good when Bubba's here because it literally takes 2 seconds to do, and yeah, it's great coverage and everything, and I literally just whap it all on and it's all good. And then another good tip is if you like want to work out and do stuff like that, just get it done in the morning, because by the afternoon, if you're like me, you will feel like you need a nap and can't be asked to do anything. I literally finished so many Netflix series so quickly this last month because I've been so tired, and obviously with like corona and everything, I have just been living the dream watching Netflix. And yeah, so definitely get things done in the morning. That's actually a tip I'd give anyone in lockdown at the moment anyway, regardless of whether you're pregnant or not. Just get it done in the morning and then you don't have to think about it. My sister put a quote up the other day basically saying like, go out and do exercise and stuff like that before you even have time to think about what you're doing, and it's so true. But yeah, I'm at the stage now where I'm like, I really want to get the baby out because I'm bored, and I'm trying to be really active and going for like really big walks and stuff like that just to try and get her out. So I kind of have more of a focus now because I want her in my arms. I'm using the NYX concealer. I literally just put this under my eyes. I'm like not really big on loads of makeup, especially when I'm just kind of like having a filming day. I also have a spot down here, so let's just attack that bad boy. Maybe put some more on my chin because otherwise it's gonna look a bit patchy. Okay, next question is kind of just about like body image and stuff like that, and I'd say the worst trimester for body image is definitely the first trimester. I'm just gonna rub all this in and my camera's gonna die, so I just gotta put that on charge real quick. So I just rubbed all that in. But yeah, what I was saying was basically the worst trimester is definitely the first trimester, because not everyone knows you're pregnant. You're feeling pretty rough, like your hormones are all over the place. You're getting used to the fact that you're pregnant, if it was unplanned like it was with me, and yeah, it's just a lot. You're also obviously worried about miscarriage and stuff like that, because obviously the risk is higher the earlier you are on in pregnancy, and yeah, just loads of stuff. Second trimester was kind of like not great either, because I was feeling great and looked, I think my bump showed like quite early. I'm just using Hoola, by the way. My bump showed quite early, so I used to get loads of unsolicited like comments about everything. People were like, oh my god, you're huge, stuff like this, like all the bloody time, and I was literally just like, give me a break. And the reason why I showed quite early was because I was holding on to quite a lot of fluid. Not anything too unusual, but yeah, I was on the higher end of the fluid scale, so obviously that contributes, and people just hold it very differently. Like some people don't have very obvious bumps at all. I had quite an obvious bump from probably less than 20 weeks, to be honest, and then some people have just like, they just hold fluid and everything everywhere, and yeah, everyone holds it differently. So second trimester wasn't great, and I always used to get like, oh, are you sure it's only one baby and all this kind of stuff, and I was just like, shut up, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? So that wasn't that great. And then I'd get dumb comments where people trying to be funny, and sometimes you're just not in the mood, so they're literally like, oh, you had a big dinner, didn't you? And I was just like no. And do you know what the worst thing was? It's always people who are a lot bigger than me, like overweight people, that would make these comments, and I was just like, what is wrong with you? Like, surely you know it's not nice when people comment on what you look like if you don't feel great. Doesn't make any sense. And the majority of negative comments were also from women, so that was fun. And then, you know, when you just give them a look after and you're just like, the good thing is if you just give them that face, they realise that they've said something really stupid and they try and backtrack and squirm, and it's just the funniest thing. So I definitely recommend doing that if you get pissed off by these comments. And then third trimester, I just get all the time now, oh my god, you must be due any day now, and yeah, I am. So I'm just like, yeah, hopefully not long. And that's the end of it. So yeah, stretch marks, still quite prevalent. I've also got stretch marks around my back now as well, and luckily none on my bum, which I'm quite happy about. But yeah, I've got some on my thighs, and yeah, they're not too bad. The ones on my belly are quite like obvious, but they're fading, so that's all good. Next question is about 3rd trimester sex. So yes, you can still have sex. You can have sex in every trimester. It doesn't really make a difference unless obviously your healthcare provider has said don't have sex because it's causing you like pain or discomfort or anything like that. The only time you shouldn't have sex as well is if your waters have broken, so I'm not at that stage yet. But yeah, we've been having loads of sex just because it helps get the baby out, and I heard sperm is good for the cervix and ripening it, so we've been doing lots of that. It's just uncomfortable more than anything. Like, certain positions are just a no-go, and yeah, most of the time it just ends up in the same old doggy position, because I mean, I'm not complaining about that at all, but yeah, it's just I find it the most comfortable is to be on all fours, so she's literally not being pushed down or anything like that, and it's just nicer for me, and I think Elliot finds it nicer, hopefully. But yeah, you can still have sex and everything. It doesn't make a difference, and if anything, it's good because you're releasing oxytocin, which obviously gets labour started, so yeah, it's a good time. But so, like, sometimes you do just not feel horny at all. Like, that's completely natural. You do feel a bit gross in yourself some days, and you just feel a bit like meh, pregnant. And yeah, so I wouldn't say like, so yeah, your sex drive goes up and down just like it does normally, but I think I am making more of a conscious effort at the moment to have more, just because I want to get the baby out. Do you feel like everything is going to drop out of you? The pressure down below is unreal, and yeah, I do sometimes, like when I do workouts, when I do squats and stuff like that, or I've been on my ball for a long time, I have like a birthing ball. If I stand up too quickly, I'm like, oh my god, like I can almost feel her head sometimes, I swear to god. But I don't think it is actually her head, it's just lots of pressure down there. Obviously everything is getting ready, everything's a lot looser, all your ligaments are looser, and you actually can get injured a lot easier during this stage. But yeah, that's just, I guess the end is in sight when you feel like you can feel a head in between your legs when you get up, hopefully. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it was good to get a little bit of insight and stuff like that. Obviously I'll keep you guys updated when Bubs arrives, and there will probably be like a birth video. I think I'm going to cut my videos down to 2 a week, because I'm just finding 3 a week quite difficult at the moment. And obviously there's been like a hell of a load of pregnancy content, and I also feel like everyone and their mum is pregnant at the moment, so I just, yeah, I kind of don't want to bombard you with it too much. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you all soon. Thank you so much for watching, and please give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new, because 80% of you aren't subscribed. So yeah, hopefully next time I see you, I might have a baby. Love you, bye.